This is Quasimodo on the Atari 8-bit, and it's the first game I ever bought. I bought it back in around 1985, and I think I was 9 years old at the time. I actually got it from Boots the Chemists. Believe it or not, Boots actually used to sell video games back in the 80s, and they sold systems as well. I can't remember what systems that they sold, but I do know that they used to sell the Acorn Electron because my parents bought me one from there for Christmas. But yeah, it's a great game, but very difficult. You can see on the back there, that's one of the levels. You've got to pick up cannonballs and throw them down the ladders, because you've got like people. You've got to throw them at people that are climbing the ladders, because they're like firing arrows at you. And then you've got to swing on bell ropes and collect jewels and stuff. I think there might be other levels as well. I can't really remember because I've never been able to get that far, but I do remember watching someone playing it, and they were able to get a lot more further than me. But yeah, when I originally bought this, it cost me £9.95, I think. And these, the games in these big clamshell cases, they were always the more expensive ones. There was always around £9 something or £10 something or whatever. And a lot of the games in the standard cassette cases, they usually cost about £1.99. So quite a big difference in price there. Let's take a look inside. I'm sure there should be an instruction sheet with this, but there's a tape. Yeah, it's a very nostalgic game. I mean, I still remember to this day that I was sat there eating my tea, waiting for it to load. This is like after I come back home with the game. And despite its difficulty, I really enjoyed it back then when I was a kid, and I still think it's a great game now. So yeah, let's take a look at Quasimodo on the Atari 8-bit. So yeah, that's the story. Quite short, but that's how they all were back in the day on video games. But basically what's happened is the ghost has stolen all the jewels, which you can see him doing there. He's hidden them around the castle, and you as Quasimodo, you've got to find them and get them back. Now the soldiers in the game, they think you've stolen the jewels, and that's why they're against you. And you can see on this bit, you've got to throw cannonballs down at the soldiers who are climbing the ladders, firing arrows at you. Now, the weird thing is that on the back of the on the back of the game case, it says that you're throwing rocks, but to me they totally look like cannonballs. I mean, they're totally spherical. The way they're arranged, the way they're piled up, they're in a castle. So I don't know. You could also fire them diagonals, but I find on these easier stages it's more easier to just throw them straight down the ladders. So you can see he's got the first jewel there. That was easy, but the game does get very hard quite quickly. So 2 more jewels to go. It makes it seem like the game must be very short, but it's not really that short. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just the difficulty which makes the game longer. I don't know, but I've never managed to play all the way through it. But it does, the game does last for quite a while, for the amount of time that you're on it. So this is where it gets more harder. Quasimodo has got a swing on the bell ropes. Now on a lot of the ropes you've got to get the swing right, otherwise you'll miss your jump. You know. On a few bells like this one up here, you've actually got to be in the right position as well. Like on this one, you've got to be in the middle when you swing off the rope. Otherwise, no matter what you do, you won't make the jump. So now I've just got to wait for a gap in the bats, and you can see the ghost flying across the screen there. So you can see the second jewel there. Now if you make it up to the very top where that jewel was, if you die you don't have to start all the way back from the bottom again like I've just had to now. You start from the very top. Now, a few days ago I noticed what looks like an S on that bell there, and I'm thinking, is it actually supposed to be an S? Is it supposed to stand for Synapse? Because Synapse is the company who made this game. It's only something I just thought about a few days ago, and I've had this game since 1985. I love the sound effects as well. Now this is where it gets really tricky, because as well as swinging on the ropes, you've got to avoid the bats as well. You've got to get your timing exactly right to be able to make it. Unfortunately though, I don't know when the actual right time is to jump, so I've basically just got to rely on luck. I think the best thing to do really is to just try and jump across these 3 bells really quickly. Now you've got to come back down this way. You can't go back down the way you went up, because if you try to jump to that bell at the very top right, which you can't see on the screen now, there's no way you'll make it. So you've got to come down this way. There, that's the bell at the top right there. So this is the real thing that you're seeing, by the way. You know, it's the real game on the real hardware. That's how all of my videos are. I don't have anything against emulation or piracy, but I do prefer to own the real thing. And supposedly it's the jewels, the magical or something, and they allow him to teleport, so that's how he can teleport. So I'm sure that there are other parts of this game that we've not seen yet. I don't know for definite because I can't play that far through the game, but I'm sure I remember a long time ago when a friend came over to my house, he played this game and he got really far on it, and I'm sure I remember seeing other bits on the game that we've not seen yet. But I can't really remember for definite because it was a long time ago. I mean, it was back in about 1989 or 1990 or something. So yeah, that's Quasimodo on the Atari bit. It's a total classic in my eyes. Very difficult game, but very fun. And you know, it's got a lot of memories for me because, like I said, I used to play it when I was a kid back in 1985, and it's the first game I ever bought. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.